Okay, so in this position, what I see is the following. I can basically give a check. If the king goes on e7, I see that I can just capture. He captures back, I capture. The king goes that way, but I'm missing some pieces. Maybe I should just go give a check. King right there, and now bishop c4, which is threatening queen f7 mate. If he captures the pawn, then I still go for a check. The king goes that way, and now just knight c3, trying to go long castles. The thing is, I give a check. He goes on e7. I go bishop c4. He can go queen e8. After which, I just capture on f6. But the king goes back on d8 in order to defend the queen. And now I'm thinking about, should I just go f7, which is attacking the queen, but he goes queen e4. It's unclear. So maybe there is just something easier to do. What about queen h5? You go king e7, and now I play knight c3, trying to go knight e5, which will be checkmate since I'm controlling everything, but the king can go on that square, so first I will have to go maybe bishop c4. So I think it is just queen h5. In this position, my opponent will basically resign in a couple of moves. I will let you know back on YouTube. I will be right back showing you the answer. Okay, so now my opponent played king e7, and I can just go knight c3, which basically threatens knight e5. And I will be back when he will answer to this move. Okay, so in this position, black just played bishop right there, which is a decent move. But I think that I can just go for a check right now. The king goes on f8, and now hard to say how to not win, because I can basically capture. He captures back. I have queen f5. King e7 is illegal, so he will have to go for king g7. Then I have e5, which attacks the bishop, and if the bishop goes towards that direction, I think I can just start bullying him, but maybe there is something just quicker. What about I play something like bishop c4, which threatens to go... I can also just capture, by the way. Captures, knight e5, king f8, and it's going to be a more technical win than I expected. But I don't know if that matters or not. I think I can still give him like queen f3 vibes, king g7 check, king f8, and then this is hanging over there. So I will just go knight e5, and I will be right back once he loses. Yeah, as expected, there is just a small problem with this whole structure here. I can just capture on f6. If queen takes, then of course I'm winning the game, so he has to go bishop takes, and then we basically have queen on f3. Yeah, now he played bishop takes f6, so I am just bringing my queen back on f3, although I'm asking myself the question, what if e5? If bishop g5, then I can just play h4 and keep bullying this guy. The thing is, if one day he goes back there, I would like to be able to checkmate him. Maybe I can just go bishop c4. But the threat would be to go knight c7, threatening to win the rook, and then once you capture back, then I just have mate. The problem is that after bishop c7, you can just go d6, and if I capture, the queen defends on the 7th. So bishop c4, d6. Do I have something more? I can also just capture on h6. Yeah, maybe it's just easier. Queen f3 was my first instinct, but actually I think that's just a lot easier. I will be right back just to win the game. Okay, and right now the king is basically on the light squares, so I can just start building up an attack with my bishop c4. Okay, let's start to calculate. c6, does he have a way of escaping? I think he doesn't, so I think after bishop c4 the game is basically over. Yeah, and sadly in this position my opponent just blundered a knight in 1, so I would just go knight f6. He has to capture... Okay, he has king 7 yet, but this game is going to end very quickly. Okay, so he went for king e7, but now I think it's just a combo. Queen g7, king... sorry, king g7, this, then long castle, this. And now the win is hard to point out. Maybe it's just something a lot easier than that. I think it's check this. Knight e8, you capture. Long castles, king there, check, king there, check, king there, check, king there, rook d3, threatening mate. I'm pretty sure it's a lot easier than that. So maybe it's just knight d5 even. Knight d5, you go that way, check, this, check, this. Where's the win? Just knight g8, I think. Because if you go that way, then I have this check, which is mate, and if knight g8 rook takes, and I have queen h7, if king 8 then check, if king d6 long castles, this is going to win for sure. Is it recording, by the way? Yes, it is. Perfect. So I will just go play knight g8. Aha. Okay, now he just went king to e8, but sadly I just have queen h5, king f8, and queen f7 mate. This is basically how an attack should look like. Okay, so right now he just offered me a draw. Let me just change the camera. He offered me a draw. I don't know if I should accept it. That is winning. Yes, it is. Should I just accept a draw though? You know, he's offering me a draw. He's very gently asking. The first answer in the chat tells me if I should be, giving him a feeder rating or not. A feeder rating, a draw or not. If someone says yes, then I type yes. If someone says no, then I type no. Come on, guys, answer, answer, answer. On YouTube, I don't see anything for the moment. No. Oh no, the mate broke. Very sorry. Next time, I promise someone will say yes. All right.